What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix's new limited series, The Unlikely Murderer. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screeners to this entire new mini-series. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler-free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Hell yeah, another Netflix Scandinavian show. Gotta love them. Now, you might ask, Rama, isn't this based on a true story? So we already know how it went down, so what's the point of keeping it spoiler-free? Well, that's because this is just a dramatization of what might have happened. And to be fair, even though law enforcement has officially closed the investigation, Olof Palme's assassination is still riddled with theories and speculations. So what this show does is build upon those theories and speculations surrounding one potential suspect. The writers take massive creative liberties, of course, in concocting the how and the motive. So yeah, approach this all with a grain of salt. Now, The Unlikely Murderer kinda reminds me of Oliver Stone's conspiracy theory classic masterpiece JFK. Olof Palme was basically Swedish JFK, so right from the beginning of the first episode when the fateful tragedy occurs, you will go down this rabbit hole of trying to put the pieces together, but it's not easy and it's absolutely mind-boggling. Based on Thomas Peterson's book, scripted by Wilhelm Berman and Niklas Rockström, and directed by Charlotte Brandström and Simon Kaiser, The Unlikely Murderer is a Swedish drama series about a fictional interpretation of how Stig Engström, the graphic designer who was named as the probable murderer of Sweden's Prime Minister Olof Palme, managed to elude justice right up to his death through a combination of audacity, luck, and perplexed police force. What do we know about Stig Engström? How could the police let him get away despite being on his track? The murder was not planned well. Engström did everything wrong from the beginning, and almost no one believed his lies about what he actually did during that fateful night in 1986 Stockholm, Sweden. Now, I gotta give you a warning, a heads up if you will. This miniseries is super slow, super duper slow. Meaning if you don't have the patience for it, then go look for other contents to watch. But that pace doesn't turn me off because I find Robert Gustafsson's sympathetic performance as Stig to be compelling. Robert plays Stig like a sad individual who just wants his life to matter. He's not a fearsome boogeyman, I mean a pathological liar perhaps, but definitely just a tragic, ordinary, boring man. So as Stig's testimony constantly changes, on the other hand, the police are constantly being pulled in every direction because all they have are circumstantial evidence. So between the tunnel vision that the police have on Stig and the many witnesses telling different descriptions every time, the police is like a dog chasing its own tail. But to my point earlier about the comparison to Oliver Stone's JFK, there's also these other possible avenues that could also explain Olof Palme's murder. Maybe it's political, maybe it's the CIA, maybe there's more than one culprit. Soon enough, your imaginations run wild as to what that could be. I guess that's the reason why this show is intriguing to me. It's the mystery of who Stig Engström is and why the case was never definitively solved. And it's disheartening if you think about it. An argument can be made that this miniseries does not need to have 5 episodes. It really does not need to be as bloated as it is. Nonetheless, The Unlikely Murderer is fascinating, but it's a miniseries only for the long-suffering and the curious.